Star Trek month reaches its end, as this week we look at the 4 films from the cast of The Next Generation, including a sum up of the Star Trek films from worst to best, in my opinion. There's not much you can say about Star Trek Generations. I mean, it's got its moments, it's got its acting, it's got its direction. And at the same time, it's got some boring moments, terrible acting, and some really unnecessary parts. To understand this film better, I'm going to go through the plot, because if I just jump into something else like acting, it's not going to make much sense. But here we go. The film starts in the 23rd century, and James T. Kirk is on the maiden voyage of the brand new Enterprise B, which is of Excelsior class. But on the voyage, the Enterprise runs into an energy ribbon and 2 ships trapped in it. They manage to save many lives from the ships, but James T. Kirk is presumed to kill when part of the ribbon destroys a section of the Enterprise in which he is in. The film then jumps ahead to the 24th century and the crew of the Enterprise D. The Enterprise arrives at an observatory where they find everyone except one person has been killed by Romulans. The lone survivor, a man called Dr. Soren. But it soon transpires that Soren is from 100 years ago, as he is desperate to return to an energy ribbon called the Nexus. And it soon transpires that Soren was one of the people rescued by the Enterprise B, and that the energy ribbon was the Nexus. Realising that Soren will do absolutely anything to return to the Nexus, whether it means life or death, Picard soon finds himself in a battle to save the Federation and the galaxy. But it soon transpires that he won't be able to do it alone. Now, no disrespect to Patrick Stewart, but the best actor in this film would have to be Malcolm McDowell. Yes, the Malcolm McDowell from A Clockwork Orange. His role in this film is of Dr. Soren, a villain with justifiable reasons for doing what he's doing. Even if it does mean killing someone. But that doesn't mean Patrick Stewart was terrible in this film. Oh no. He is brilliant, as always, as Captain Jean-Luc Picard. As I said, this film has its moments, and one moment stands out in particular as being both funny and unnecessary. And that moment is the Lifeform song, sung by Brent Spiner, portraying Data. This moment just came out of nowhere. I have to admit, it was very funny, but also unnecessary because, well, it didn't waste that much time, but I didn't really see the point of it. Search it on YouTube, it's actually quite funny, but let you decide on whether it's unnecessary or not. Just type in Lifeform songs on YouTube and you'll find it. It's about 40 seconds. And what's a Star Trek film without any action sequences? This film has one, and I'm going to spoil the outcome for you. The Enterprise wins, but is also destroyed. Not wholly destroyed, but the saucer section with everyone on it survives, and so does everyone on that section. Not one person dies, but it means the end of the flagship of the Federation. Overall though, I don't know what to think of this film. Some say it's very good, some say it's just a double-length episode. In my view, it's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad either. It definitely isn't the worst of the Star Trek films, oh no. But as I say, that honour belongs to Star Trek 3. But I guess the ending of Generations, in a sense, does fit up for the next film, First Contact. And wow, is First Contact such an improvement? This film is just amazing. Just how it goes back into the past, shows the beginnings of how humans made contact with aliens. It's just an overall fun adventure for, well, I was going to say the family, but it's a 12, so I'd say families with children over the age of 12. And this film sees the return of one of the next generation's best villains, the Borg. Now, for those of you who haven't seen the TV series, I'm going to sum it up for you. In the Series 3 finale, Series 4 in beginning episode, Captain Picard was assimilated and turned into the Locutus of Borg. And this film features several flashback moments to him being Locutus, and it also questions his ability if he can face his former enemies again. The plot of this film is that the Borg are planning another attack on Earth, but thanks to a combination of Federation ships, they are stopped and the cube is destroyed. However, a smaller Borg spear is able to escape the cube destruction and goes into the past, managing to stop First Contact and managing to assimilate the whole planet, leaving a population of 6 million, all Borg. The Enterprise must now go into the past, stop them from destroying First Contact, and in this film we get to see just how First Contact is made between aliens and humans. Similar to Leonard Nimoy directing Star Trek 3 and Star Trek 4 in his time, the director of this film and the next one was Jonathan Frakes, who plays Commander Riker in the series. He's directed some 45-minute episodes, but this is his first shot at a Star Trek feature film, and he does a terrific job. He knows what to put where, and he knows how he wants people to say things. There are so many action sequences in this film. There's one on Earth, there's the battle outside of Earth, there's several in the Enterprise E, and many of them led by Jean-Luc Picard, who of course shows that even if he was assimilated by the Borg many years ago, he isn't willing to fight back against those who invaded his body and his mind. Acting wise, everyone is very good in this film. My favourite actor, alongside Patrick Stewart, was James Cromwell, who played Zefram Cochrane, who was the man who led the First Contact mission and the man who brought aliens to Earth. At first, after the Borg attack, he feels ready to abandon the First Contact project, but a combination of persuasion from his best friend Lily and the Enterprise crew, he feels determined to redo it again, and with the help of Riker and LaForge, he does it spectacularly, even managing to avoid another Borg intervention. His actions attract a passing Vulcan ship, and First Contact is made. And for those of you who have read Moby Dick, you will feel a sort of relation between Captain Ahab and Picard. As Ahab vows to hunt down the whale that crippled him, Picard vows to hunt down and kill the Borg that invaded his mind many years ago. So overall, this film is amazing. It's better than Generations, it's got much better action sequences, much better acting, and a much better plot. And in the grand scheme of things, the Enterprise E is more grander than the Enterprise D.